Hi, Alex. It's a pleasure to finally get a chance to sit down and talk to you. Mary Hernandez set up this meeting, and she said I might have some things to say that would interest you.
Yes, Mary is a great friend of mine. We run a lot together, and anytime she refers someone, I need to hear what they have to say.
Awesome. Well, my name is Matthew Frank, and I recently graduated from Kennesaw State University last December. I'm a big in sports enthusiast as well, but I can't say I like to run like y'all both do. I played football at Kennesaw State during my time there, so I'm very familiar with the workout scene. Mary tells me you own and operate your own gym.
Yes, I do. I operate a small gym called Family Fitness. It's really designed to be for parents who don't have a ton of time and need to come in for a quick workout. We have two managers and 10 other employees now. Our gym is small, so that's all we need.
That's awesome. Well, I've always had a dream myself of being an entrepreneur and owning my own business. I guess I'm only 22 right now, so there's still some hope in the future. And are you trying to expand your business at all, or are you fine with where you're at? Mary told me about your other entrepreneurial experiences in the past, so I'm sure you have a good idea with where you want to go with Family Fitness.
I've had about 5 other ventures in the past, but this one is my biggest passion. My passion for fitness and helping people get into shape without sacrificing their everyday lives is something that resonates with me daily. And I'm hoping to grow Family Fitness and make it a nationwide brand.
And that's awesome drive you have, and people like you are really what makes America go. If you're looking to expand and grow, I'd love to help. Love to be there to help. I work for ADP Run, and we sell payroll services to small businesses like yourself. And I can't begin to explain how helpful our services have been in helping some small companies grow. You're different than most people we work with, however. Many people do not have the entrepreneurial spirit and experience that you have. And you have done this time and time before, and I have no doubt that you know how to grow. So when I work with people, many times they have no clue about the day-to-day operation of the business. ADP comes in and handles all payroll and tax filing, along with sometimes handling HR. And we don't have a ton of input from the owners, so basically at our discretion to try to maximize their business. And we do a very good and thorough job of this, don't get me wrong. I believe that you and I can work together, however, to make your business something truly special. Can I ask you a few questions regarding your current setup and management processes?
Sure, fire away.
Well, first off, who makes all the managerial decisions in the business? That would be you, I assume.
Correct. It is all me with some input from my husband.
Excellent. Are you currently looking for anything that might make your company grow quicker and smoother?
Well, I'm trying to turn Family Fitness into a brand and a chain, and anything that can help with the growth of this process is something I'm on board with. I'm looking for some help with some things I can find the right person, if I can find the right person and the right price. We're still small, so I don't have a ton of money to spend on things I can do myself.
I understand that. Well, I just have a few questions for you then. Do you ever encounter a situation where inaccurate payroll information is inputted for one of your employees?
It really doesn't happen all that often, but it happens more than I like. I input payroll myself, and when I have a lot on my plate, I can catch myself making some mistakes.
And does this inaccurate information lead to employees receiving less money than they work for?
Whenever I put less time down for an employee by mistake, they are right at my door to talk to me about it. I must go back and find the mistake and change it, and it is a whole ordeal with the bank sometimes too. One time I accidentally put 700 hours for an employee when it was supposed to be 70. Luckily, she was honest and I could catch a mistake.
So, do you think an automatic system that handles payroll would benefit you and your business?
I do think it would. I've worked with QuickBooks in the past to handle this. However, I still had problems. I don't know if having someone handle payroll for me is a worthy investment because I still feel like there will be mistakes.
I see. So, just to clarify, there was a person involved with QuickBooks, or was it just a software?
The person was me. I input all the information into the software and it seemed to not change any of the common mistakes. So I canceled it and went back to manual inputting.
Well, I definitely understand the frustration with technology. Our student faculty interface was all screwed up, and there was a constant disconnect between the two as a result. And technology's gotten a lot better, but there's still a lot of problems with it. Unless you're super tech savvy, and I'm not, people will still find struggles with it.
I'm not tech savvy either. I know the feeling.
So ADP is a software, but it's managed by offsite individuals who are very tech savvy. So your payroll will be run by offsite workers through the software, and our software is top of the line. And in-house, I never hear any complaints with it. Thus, the companies we manage sit back and focus on managing and growing their business, while we focus on taking care of payments. Does this make sense? Do you see the difference between QuickBooks or even Peachtree?
Yeah, it makes more sense now. I would possibly be open to doing something like this if the prices were right.
Excellent. Well, technology and the whole user connectivity aspect would be a non-issue with ADP. I have another question for you, Alex. Do you do all tax filing yourself, or do you outsource that?
I do it all myself. Mary keeps trying to help me, but I'm independent and I like to do it myself. It takes a long time, but it's somewhat rewarding.
Is it annoying and difficult keeping up with all the new tax codes? And do you ever make an error and have to go back and change it later?
Yeah, keeping up with all the tax codes and rules is stressful. I've made an error before, but the IRS caught it and it was a huge ordeal. So I take my time on it now to make sure it's flawless. That takes a lot of time. I'm very thorough now when I do them.
Would you ever consider a service that filed both federal and state taxes for you free from error if it saved you time and money?
I would if the cost was right and the service was guaranteed to work all the time. I would not want to have someone else screw up a tax code and then I must come in to save the day when I don't even know what the screw up was. If someone else did it for me, I would expect them to answer for their errors without involving me.
Well, I'm glad I'm here today, Alex, because ADP handles taxes and payrolls, and any screw ups or mistakes we make, we answer for them. Can I tell you a little bit more about my company?
Yeah, go ahead. I would like to hear more of what you have to say.
Well, it seems there's one thing you need to accomplish all your goals. It's simply more time. You're a very driven individual, and the day-to-day operations of running a business don't scare you. That's an awesome trait of an entrepreneur, and no doubt is why you've experienced so much success in other ventures. But no one likes to do the day-to-day minutia of a business, where a small business causes much more of a problem than it should.
You hit it right on the head. I need more time. Sometimes I'm getting home very late and sacrificing family time for the business. And while it is necessary, I wish it could be eliminated altogether.
Well, Alex, I really do think ADP can help you out. First things first, we both know time is money. How much time do you spend a week on payroll and taxes?
I would say roughly 4 to 5 hours a week.
And those 4 to 5 hours can be used a lot more efficiently. You want to grow, and we can help you with that. See, our primary service is taxes and payroll filing, and no one wants to do taxes, so we take that burden for you. We have an extensive knowledge of all tax codes and regulations, and there are many updates. In the very rare event that a tax violation occurs, we answer the IRS and pay the fine directly. You'll be completely unaware of any error that had occurred. And I think off the top of my head, we as a company have 13 total errors in the past 5 years. And considering how many businesses we run, that number is incredibly low. We also have very tech-savvy people running our state-of-the-art payroll service. I call it state-of-the-art because it's practically error-free. You and I both know that no one is perfect, so we do make the occasional very rare mistake. But when we do, we catch it immediately due to our review system that we have implemented, and you were never aware it even happened. So it doesn't affect payroll or create disgruntled employees. Our system is the most accurate and thorough one you can find with the price out there. Sure, QuickBooks is quick and cheap, but you already know the problems that can arise with that kind of software when it's users non-tech savvy people like you and me. And we can input in many ways too. Are you currently using Check?
Yes, I have to write checks. A few employees are upset because they wish I could do direct deposit for them, but going to the bank is also an ordeal.
Well, as luck would have it, we do direct deposit and checks. This is another thing that you would not have to worry about. Of course, you would have full access to all payroll information to make sure it was accurate, but after a few months with us and your employees will be so happy and we'll be doing such a good job, you look to bigger things. You'll never have to worry about payroll again.
This sounds like pure magic. I'm skeptical a bit about the price. I'm trying to grow and don't want to waste money on something I can do myself.
Very understandable, but just to clarify, how would you define the money being wasted?
It would be wasted if the business did not grow at all due to the reasons that we were spending extra money.
Of course. Well, in trying to expand, there's really no room for error. I understand that a lot. So when I was in college, I wasted money on many stupid things that I can never get back. So I know how valuable your money is to you. You want to use it to grow, not to stall. And ADP is the furthest thing from something that will keep you stagnant. Those 4 to 5 hours we save you per week, you are outgrowing the brand and making sales. Those are the hours where you sit down and map out where all the new locations will be. Those are the hours we meet with contractors to make your new state-of-the-art gyms where every person wants to work out at. Those are the hours to grow, and I highly doubt you wouldn't pay about $150 per month to go out and grow. That's all that it would cost you.
$150 is the monthly price for all of this, and I see the point you make about my time being spent elsewhere.
Yes, ma'am. This is the price for you to go out and pursue the opportunities that can make you more money. And the price won't change until you have over 50 employees, and the next tier after that is 100 to 1,000 employees. And really all that happens is the monthly price about doubles. So when you reach 1,000 employees, roughly $600 for payroll and taxes is chump change. Do you think that ADP would be considered a waste of money then?
Not at all. In fact, I don't even think it would be a waste of money now. I'm really interested.
So do you see the value that we can offer you? You can save time on the most boring and tedious things a business can do, and you can grow out and grow your brand, which is all an entrepreneur should be doing.
I see the value in my time now. Come to think of it, the worst part of my day is doing payroll, and the worst time of the year is tax season.
There's so much value in your time, Alex, and we'll handle all taxes and payroll for you error-free. We'll offer multiple ways to pay your employees, and as an added benefit, I'll include our HR bundle for free for you to review. When you grow, you're going to need to know how to manage many more people. More importantly, we are going to free up time for you to go out and grow your brand. The cost of all this is $150 per month. That's nothing compared to the money you'll be making when you're building 2 new gyms or signing up hundreds of new people. Let ADP help you grow into everything you know you can be. We're going to make Family Fitness one of the top gyms in the area, then the state, then the country. Is this what you want from your business?
I would want nothing more.
Then let's work together, Alex. Can I sell you this ADP package and can we get this thing rolling?
Let's do it. We have a deal.
Awesome. I can't wait to start working with you.
Thanks.
All right.